Hi there, welcome back to JD Answers. Today I have another dashcam review, and today I'm going to be reviewing the MATCHBOX dashcam. Now this is a front and rear dashcam with the backup camera function. So when you connect the red wire to your tail lights, well, you could use it as a backup camera. Most cars nowadays have this function, okay? But not all cars do. There's some cars that don't. I recently just purchased a used vehicle and it didn't have a backup camera. So I put this dash cam in there. That way I could utilize a backup camera function. Now I have an upcoming video on how to install this dash cam in your vehicle. It's a step-by-step video for you. And it even includes the red wire installation to the tail light. Again, a step-by-step video. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, select all notifications. That way you can be notified when that video is ready. Now let's go over what's in the box. In the box, you get the Wi-Fi MATCHBOX dashcam. You get the rear camera, which is waterproof. You get the rear cable, the car charger with a GPS module. You get the trim tool, 2 screws, and adhesive for the rear mount. And it also comes with the manual. Now, I also got an upcoming video on the unboxing of this dashcam, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you'll get notified when this video comes out. Now let's go over the dashcam itself. For me, this is a unique design, and I really like this design. It kind of looks like a triangle, and it's not too big and it's not too small. It's just a perfect size, and it's pretty much a 2-inch screen on this. Okay. Now for the front camera, it records at a 1440 at 30 frames per second, which is really 2K. It also has an f1.8 aperture. Now the HD pixels can provide the high quality car dashcam footage for you, which means you could capture road signs and license plates. Now it also has a 170-degree wide-angle lens, which easily covers 4 lanes. Now again, with this dashcam, the lens itself in the front is covered by gold-plated. Real nice, you know, it's real elegant to me. I don't know, that's just me. But the lens itself, you can move it up or down to adjust it to the area that you need. So I thought that was real neat. Now, the rear dashcam itself records at a 1080p at 30 frames per second. And again, it is waterproof. Now, the rear camera should be installed above the license plate. Now, again, the screen itself is a 2-inch screen for viewing. Now, this is not going to get in the way of the you're driving, okay? Again, it's the perfect size for you. Now, if you don't want to see the dashcam at all, just install it right underneath the rear view mirror. If you want to view the footage once in a while or review anything on the dashcam, put it right underneath the rear view mirror when that starts. And that'll be the perfect placement for that. The maximum recording micro SD card you could put is a 256 micro SD card. Now just make sure you use a class 10 U3 or higher memory card. And make sure to format the micro SD card in the dashcam itself before you start recording. Now, I'll put links in the description down below so you could purchase your micro SD card or even this dashcam. And I'll put links in the description down below. You can purchase them on Amazon. Now, again, the good thing that comes with the GPS module. And this is not sold as an accessory. It's already included. A lot of dashcams sell this as an accessory, in which you have to pay it, which means you have to pay additional costs for this. This one, you don't have to do that. And what also I like about this GPS module is where your dash cam is at, and then about 3 to 4 inches after that is the GPS module, which goes right underneath the window shield next to the headliner. The perfect amount of space. There's some dash cams out there that would put the GPS module either 12 inches or 18 inches after the dash cam, which means you have a lot of unnecessary slack from the cable. And all that slack takes away from the actual length going to the power socket. So I like the way they did that. Now the operating temperature for this dashcam is a -4 degrees up to 185 Fahrenheit, which means your camera's not going to melt. I live in Texas. I once purchased a dashcam where I put my sun visor up, and it's a reflective one, and it melted the dashcam. I couldn't believe that. You know, the lens was pretty much distorted. You know, half of it was melted. I couldn't believe that. And with this dashcam, I already tested it. It's not going to happen. Now, this dashcam also comes with wide dynamic range, which is also known as WDR. Now this WDR technology, which has a 6 times digital zoom focus, and it also does nighttime recording. This dash cam would automatically adjust the picture brightness in the case of sunlight, intense light, reflective or insufficient light such as nighttime driving, so the dash cam can record correctly. Now the f1.8 aperture will help balance the lighting for daytime and nighttime driving. So what does this mean? Okay, so if you're driving during the daytime and you're facing the sun, the car is going in the direction of the sun. Well, when you see your footage, it's going to be this real bright sun facing you. And it's going to be a little exaggerated on the video. Well, the WDR technology balances the lighting where it puts the sun back where it needs to be on the footage. And that way you get all the details around it. For example, nighttime driving, you need to make sure you get the right amount of footage that you need and all the details. Well, if you don't have the WDR technology when you're driving, all the street lights, the car lights in front of you, the store lights, it's going to look like somebody's shining a flashlight at you on your dash cam, okay, on your footage. So that's what WDR technology is. It balances all the daytime and nighttime lights. That way you have a great footage. So when you could review your footage, you'll have all the details that you need. Next, it takes us to loop recording, where you can set this to 1 minute or 3 minutes. The dash cam would automatically overwrite the oldest video to record a new video. There's no need to delete any files or actually go into take the micro SD card of your dash cam and go format it. No need to do that. The loop recording does everything for you. Now just make sure you have enough space for your loop recording. This is why I like the 256 gigabyte micro SD card, the maximum space that you could use. Okay, so install the high capacity micro SD card. Now you could put a 64 gigabyte, you could put 128, but when you get into GSensor on all these log files, you want to make sure you have enough space for your loop recording. Okay, because GSensor and loop recording go hand in hand. Now, if you need more information on loop recording, which I suggest you look at this video, I'll put a link in the top right for you. Because again, it goes together with GSensor. Now, let's talk about GSensor. GSensor, you can set this to low, medium, or high. The GSensor will automatically detect a shake or collision and will lock that current footage from being overridden by loop recording. So my recommendation on this is that to set your dash cam GSensor to medium. Go back in 30 days. If you have a lot of locked files, then set it to low. But if you don't, leave it on medium. But no matter what you set it on, you got to go back in 2 months or even 6 months and go back and format your micro SD card, because those locked files that the GSensor was activated will take a lot of space for your loop recording. Now, what also activates the GSensor is your potholes, speed bumps, hard braking. A lot of that can cause the GSensor to activate. So this locked file is great because you can send this to your insurance company for insurance claims. Now I have a video on GSensor and everything you need to know about it, and I'll put that in the top right for you. And again, I recommend you view this video because it'll give you a lot of information. Now next we have parking mode, which goes together with GSensor, because GSensor pretty much activates the parking mode. Now you can set this to low, medium, or high. Now you can set the dash cam to any of these 3 modes. So for example, if you're at a store and a shopping cart hits you, well, it's going to give you, the camera's going to turn on, record a 15 to 20 second video for you. That way you capture everything that happened. If your car is home and somebody runs into it while it's parked, again, it will turn on and record that little video for you. Again, so you can send this to your insurance. Now, why is this good? Why is 12-hour good, 24-hour, or 48-hour good? All right, so let's take an example. If you set it to low, which is 12 hours, this is good for, if you're overnight parking, such as if you're at home, the overnight, if anything happens, it will record it. If you're at work during the daytime, again, set it for that 12-hour, the low, and you capture any details that happen to your vehicle, any shakes or collision. It will turn on and record that video. 24 hours. If you're at a friend's house, you leave your vehicle there, or family function, you're going to leave your car there all day, you're going to go visit some sites. Well, there you go. Leave it on a 24-hour parking. and it will capture any details that happen to your car. 48 hours, it's good for your parking garages. Again, if you're in the airport, you have to park your car for a few days, leave it on that 48 hours, and that way you can capture everything that happens to that vehicle. Now, you would need to set this to high because that way it captures any things that happen to this vehicle. Now, just make sure when you're done, you set the GSensor back to low or whatever it was, medium, whatever it was before. That way you don't get too many GSensor and lock files on your, and they'll take away space from your loop recording. Now, in order to take full advantage of the parking mode, you need a hardwire kit. You got to install this in your vehicle, and it's not that hard. And I actually have a video on how to install a hardwire kit into your vehicle. And again, I'll put a link at the top right for you here. Now, with JD Answers, we give you a lot of information that you need. If you need anything from GSensor to loop recording, how to install a dashcam, information about a dashcam, meanings about a dashcam, JD Answers provides all that for you. And that's why you should go ahead and subscribe now and select all those notifications. Now again, going back to Hardwire Kit. Now what it does is it keeps your dashcam on 24 hours a day. So that way it captures everything. Now, if you have your dashcam on all day, it's not going to kill your battery because it's connected to your fuse box. And there's a module in there that when your battery reaches a certain voltage, usually like 11.6 or 11.7, well, it's going to turn off the dashcam, and it's not going to turn back on because that way you won't kill your battery. So that's what's good about these hardwire kits. So if you need to install the hardwire kit, you want to take full advantage of that parking mode, make sure you watch that video. Now this dashcam also comes with an app. It has a 2.4 gigahertz wireless Wi-Fi connection, and it also logs your GPS when you're driving. Now this is a free app. With this app, you could view your videos, share your videos, download the videos, and control the camera with your app. Now, if you're in an accident, okay, and you got to show proof exactly what happened, you could go ahead and pull out your cell phone, log in, and connect to your app, and that way you could show the officer what happens. Because I was in an accident before, of course many times, but some car ran into me and they were saying it was my fault. So I pulled my app out and I showed the officer exactly what happened, because the other driver had a totally different story than I did, and he was actually starting to believe his story. But when I showed him the footage on my app, well, the police wrote it exactly how it happened, and the other driver was at fault. So this is what's good about apps on to show your driving footage. Now, something I want to share with you. Now, this comes with a manual, which actually is like a fold-out page. Now, with this manual, what you could do is it gives you QR codes so you could download the app, either to your App Store or your Play Store. Now, it also shows you how to connect the app. The manual also shows you how to use the basic functions of the app. It also gives you information about the screen icons and also what the lights and what the meaning is for the screen icons and the lights. Now, it also goes over the buttons and gives you an explanation of what the buttons are used for, because a lot of these buttons have multiple uses on the buttons. You got a long press and a short press on these buttons. So it gives you all the information it needs. And it also gives you some common troubleshooting to help you with the dashcam in case you need it. And it also gives you some helpful tips on using the dashcam. For example, it recommends that you use Kensington or Samsung micro SD cards. And again, I'll put the links in the description down below for you. Now, based upon all this information, based upon what I told you and all the features and all the gadgets it has, the dashcam has, now let's put this to the test. And let me show you some driving footage. That way you can make your decision if this is the right dashcam for you. And I'm pretty sure it is. So let's go ahead and roll that footage. I have no idea why I pointed to the back. So what do you think about this footage? Is this the right dash cam for you? If it is, remember I have links in the description down below so you can purchase at Amazon. If you have any additional questions or comments about this dash cam or any products I have, leave them in the comment section down below and I'll get back to you. If this video was helpful for you, please give me that thumbs up. You know I appreciate that for you and it really helps the channel. Now if you want to donate or say a thank you for this channel, I'll put links in the description down below so you can either donate or become a member of the Patreon for JD Answers. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and select all notifications for all upcoming videos, because I also have the menu and the app on how to use it, and I'll put a video for that for you. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and that way you're notified. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe.